Kenya Kwanza Hassan Omar, Iringo Kubai.
The country was yesterday treated to a hotly contested election of members that will be taking up the 9 slots reserved for Kenya at the East African Legislative Assembly next month.
Azimio la Umoja, Kalonzo Kennedy Musyoka.
However, it is an exercise that seemed to have caused friction in the ruling coalition of Kenya Kwanza after some MPs voted out most preferred 5-party-backed regional assembly nominees.
Sisi tulitazama jana na tukaona kwamba kuna watu ambao wanajaribu kuleta ukora katika siasa. Mambo ambao tunafanya tukiwa kitu kimoja, tumekubaliana, lakini jana tuliona kuna watu wanatuletea mchezo. Na ndipo tunawaambia, hiyo ndio sababu tulimchagua Kanini Kega. Sisi watu wa UDA.
In a meeting chaired by President Ruto in State House on Wednesday, Kenya Kwanza had settled on former Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar, ex-nominated MP David Sankok, ex-Nandi Woman Representative Zipporah Kering, ex-nominated Senator Falhada Iman, and former United Republican Party URP Secretary General Fred Mutahi as their preferred lineup. However, Mount Kenya MPs were not happy with the final 5 settled on at State House, saying at least one of their own deserved a slot in the regional assembly, where they opted for Mwangi Maina, who was on the initial list of 15 names.
Hii safari tutaandamana tukiwa pamoja, au tunaweza pia kusema kama hatutakikani twende pamoja. Sisi hatujaolewa na mtu yeyote ambaye akafikiria ati kuna wakati anaweza kuamua siku moja atatupeleka hivi, kesho anatufanya hivi, na tutaendelea kuwachagua watoto wetu kama tunaletewa mchezo kama huo. Tungetaka tuseme bado ni mapema katika hii harusi, lakini dalili ya mvua ni mawingu. Tukae macho.
Be as it may, just how significant is the East African Legislative Assembly?
Bigger part of it is to harmonize the laws that is being made within the member states. So there are specific laws that comes to East Africa or EALA that member states with their own interests brings to the floor, and they bring it as an issue of East Africa.
However, all these are done in consideration of interests held by individual member states, with projects undertaken factoring in the entire region as a beneficiary. Most projects undertaken by the East African community and by extension the East African Legislative Assembly are based on the blue economy, Lake Victoria being a key pillar. The Lake Victoria Basin Commission is one such significant commission overseeing several projects that bear the East African community mark.
We have Lake Victoria, for instance, and we also have a project in Nyanza, I think south, the one in Kisii, sewerage, water and sewerage. And we also have one in Migori area that is also funded fully under the support of or in infrastructures of East Africa. And all this is done in the concept that we are all East Africans.
Due to accidents and incidences in the lake, the EAC countries that share the lake, that is Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, came up with a strategy to see how they can reduce these accidents and incidences in the lake.
Regional integration, free movement and trade among its member states is also an important responsibility of the Assembly. Efforts to have the community enjoy a common currency are still underway, as well as reducing restrictions imposed by member states on some products that can be traded in their various countries. The East African Legislative Assembly has 62 members, in which each member country presents 9 elected members and 8 ex-official members. Philip Murutu, K24, Nairobi.